Ahead of the G20 Summit, Prime Minister Modi's mega interview. Prime Minister has hailed the G20 Presidency, has said India has will be a developed nation, by 2047. Corruption, casteism, communalism have no place is what Prime Minister said. India's vision has been seen by the world as a roadmap for future, and that India is a country of 1 billion aspirational minds and a nation of 2 billion skilled hands. Prime Minister has dismissed China and Pakistan's objections and said that no objections in Kashmir, Arunachal, the dialogue, diplomacy, only way to resolve the conflicts. Pragya is joining me to give us details. Pragya, now ahead of the G20 Summit, Prime Minister Modi has, hailed the G20 Presidency in a mega interview. He has said that India will be a developed nation by 2047. He has also said he has rather dismissed Pakistan and China at this point in time, coming out and said that there is no objections as far as Kashmir and Arunachal is concerned, and diplomacy is the only way to resolve conflicts.
This is a very significant interview at a very significant time. Mind you, there is G20 presidency that is about to begin, and all the eyes of the international community is on India. So even if there are issues like having China's objection, which is the country that is part of G20 as well, of meetings held in Kashmir and Arunachal, Prime Minister has put to rest all these objections and any speculation for that matter, saying that every state is part of G20. We are celebrating Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and that is why we want to showcase India as a whole and not just one city or two cities. So we have spread G20 presidency events across the states, and that is what we have done. Being Kashmir and also Arunachal part of India, integral in fact part of India, we also held meetings there. So this is the clarification that has come directly from the Prime Minister on this. And obviously he has laid down the vision for India as well, just ahead of G20, and for everyone to see. To say that India will be developed nation by 2047. We are an aspirational country and also a very young country with skilled labor that is a significant number. And also, he also had a message for the domestic voters as well, when he said that there will be no corruption, casteism and communalism in the national life. So, obviously, the Prime Minister is rising above the politics here, saying that there is a vision for India, Bharat, and we have to fulfill that vision. And to have fulfillment of that vision, we need to have very strong financial policies as well. He also spoke about populism, that it may give you, short-term results, but exactly not great for the country in long term. So we have to look out for a solution that are long-term. Political stability, he said that this is very important for any nation. So 9 years of his government that has provided a majority government and political stability, and that is why he has been able to deliver whatever he has delivered till now, and the stature of India right now the world, and that it enjoys, and everyone is looking towards India. So his stress is obviously on the image of India across the world, and how to ensure that India rises above all and ensures that this is the country that is giving solutions to the world problems. So he has exactly laid down his vision for the country, and also he has put India on a place and a map where he says that India will progress from now on, and we have a set period during which India will achieve these milestones. A very big message to the world as well as to the domestic voters,
right.
Saying that we are doing very fine, and if we keep doing that, we will achieve a point where everyone will look towards us. And not just that, internationally he said about Russia and Ukraine war that everything has to be resolved through dialogue. War is not the answer right now, because as it is,
right, world
is really under the aftermath of pandemics and all. So overall, it's Prime Minister's vision and what he believes in, it has been said in this interview.